Am I the asshole for withholding rent until my flatmate returns the money he owes me? Me, 19F, and my flatmate, 20M, moved into a flat 4 months ago. I had savings from living with my parents and working full-time. He did not have sufficient savings to pay 2 weeks advance and bond, so I ended up paying the entirety of the bond for the flat. We had a falling out in which I made a mistake that hurt him, and he lost trust in me as a friend. I was desperate to regain his friendship, and he was reassuring that he would be able to forgive me in time, so we decided to keep living together. After this falling out, he asked me to do a lot of things in order to regain his trust and allow him to be more comfortable. I had just moved back to our hometown, so I didn't know many people and was getting to know his friends and social circle. We also worked together. After our falling out, he asked me to quit my job, to stop being friends or friendly with the people he knows, to stop going to events that he will be at, and, most recently, he asked me to move out. I should note that these were not demands, but rather he said that he was uncomfortable having me in these situations with him and said that, if I were a good friend to him, I would remove myself so as to make him more comfortable. He said by proving myself to be a good friend to him, he would begin to trust me again and we could continue our friendship. As this went on, I started to resent him for making me abandon my life and became aware that our friendship would never be the same. I agreed to move out so as to distance myself completely from that part of my life, but I made it clear that I expected him to pay me back for his bond before I moved out. I have since moved out, although I am liable to pay for rent until they find someone new. When he contacted me about other things after I left, I reminded him about the money he owes me. He was unconcerned and blasé about it, telling me I'd get it at some point. I insisted that he give me a timeline or something before the new tenant came in. When he continued to be unconcerned, I threatened to not pay rent until he paid me back. This is where I think I might be the asshole. I know he doesn't have the money to pay me back or the pay for my portion of the rent. He's not too good at saving, and I know that he forgot about the money he owed me until I reminded him a couple days ago. On top of that, he doesn't make very good money. He has said that to pay me back in the next couple weeks he will not be able to eat, and to pay for my portion of the bond, both he and our other flatmate will have to borrow money from their parents. Am I the asshole?